So, ever since I started showing off my Animal Crossing island to my friends, they've all told me that it was really good. But, here's the thing. I'm not very good at taking compliments. So, I decided to try something. Today I'm going to give you guys a tour of my island, Agniritha, and I'm curious what you guys think about it. Maybe the compliments actually meant something and were not just for the sake of being my friend, and maybe it is shit. Maybe it is what I think it is. So I think the first thing I need to acknowledge is, of course, the name. Agniritha is one of the only named cities in Xenoblade Chronicles. Minus, of course, the colonies, but those don't really count. They're colonies, for God's sake. The next thing you're probably going to notice is, of course, the giant-ass waterfall that is making the start of the town. This is something that I actually added very early on into the island's lifetime. Mainly because I just learned how to do waterfalls. And I just went to town with it, and here we are. The additions to it since then have been the Lily of the Valleys inside of the water. Yes, you heard what I said. I'm from Wiltshire, shut up. What's kind of frustrating is that we actually have resident services right by Dodo Airlines. And that does make things a bit more frustrating because I can't really customize much else of this area because of that. But, it's fine when it is. Don't ask about the flag though. Over here is actually the commercial district of my island. Basically where all the shops are. Nook's Cranny, Able Sisters, and then the museum alongside the Roost. I forgot the name for a second. Why did I do that? Now, I'll tell you guys something now. This is actually the second time I recorded this video, and inside of there is a demon kangaroo. Yeah, I'm leaving that alone. Down on the beach is actually something linked to the Able Sisters. If we head all the way over here, here's Godzilla doing the ironing. And then the Taxi Triceratops does what he does and takes them over to the Able Sisters. That was the worst delivery ever, oh my god. On the other side of the first, I guess you could say, sector of the island, here's the Boris scooters. We also have a little, I guess you could say, date area up at the top of here. Usually there's actually some villagers that are just sitting around here, either alone or with someone else, just having a nice little time. But today it's barren, so I guess now's a good time to show it off. Down here's actually a soundstage that I've not used yet. There's a story behind this, actually. A friend of mine, somewhat recently, it was early this year, they hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I made them a promise saying that I would sing Simple and Clean as Kermit the Frog on here when they had the chance to come onto the island. We've not had the chance for her to come onto the island yet. Across the bridge from this area, however, is the Farmland. This is where I grow my crops, obviously. There's some orchards up there with some fruit in it. And of course the public lavatory, because why wouldn't I? Above here is the residential area. All of my villagers live up here in one main area. It's recently been renovated to have these little water, I guess, streams going through. And honestly I like it. It's not something crazy major, but it's serene. I like it. Also, it's made me realize that about half my villages, in fact, almost all my villages for that matter, are actually not from my island. If I show you on the map, only Blair and Shari have come from my game. Over here is actually where I stay, and it's my house. Now you may notice there's actually 2 villager homes here, and well, one of them belongs to my ex-girlfriend. We're still friends, it's just... It's not a memento or anything to say that I can't let go. We're still friends, just a case of I can't get rid of it. The last major thing I want to show before we head into the house is, yeah! I spied a fish on the way back to the island. I want to catch it, but it could be a shark. Shark bait acquired. Shark bait failed. I'm not going to be showing you my ex-girlfriend's house, so instead, we're just going to head straight into mine. The main theme for this area is meant to be kind of a log cabin, and I think it does quite a good job. The front room is easily the area where this is shown the most. And also, we've got a little record playing Welcome Horizons, because that's easily my favourite song in the game. Over to the left side of the area is actually a very interesting room. It's based on my friend's room in real life. Or more accurately, my best friend in real life. It's relatively basic. I don't know why there's golf clubs here, to be honest. Also, I want to bring up the fact that this plant here, it was originally in front of the TV. This was like this in real life as well. He was judged very heavily. On the other side of the house is, funnily enough, a room that was suggested by my teacher in sixth form. A supervillain's lair using the surveillance camera wallpaper. One session of a class that I'm not going to mention because why wouldn't I? A conversation about Animal Crossing was brought up and I mentioned that I played it. My teacher then suggested that I try and make a supervillain's lair in my house. I brought this to them the next day. The far back room is another one that is just for the sake of using a certain wallpaper. I can't deny that I do honestly make these rooms on the fly. I like the cityscape wallpaper. It reminds me of a penthouse date. Here we are. The upstairs and downstairs rooms are probably the ones where I actually do appreciate them the most. The upstairs room, it's an 80s diner game room, kind of. There's a various amount of music you can play. People playing guitar like absolute nerds in the middle. And then you can just beat up your friends in Street Fighter if they get on your nerves. That's how you start the diner fight. The other room is actually based on a room that a YouTuber has made, and honestly, it's part of one of my favorite, I guess, pieces of Animal Crossing I've ever seen. This room is inspired by Mal Makes' basement in her island. She featured it as part of Stephen and Friends on the Stephen's Place channel, and it was one of the funniest pieces of Animal Crossing I've ever seen ever. I'll show you a clip of it right now, just to give you an idea.
Steven,
Sure.
what the hell? How are you doing that?
Dan, I learned a new trick the other day. It's great. Trust me, it's more interesting from your point of view. It's much less interesting from Mao and my perspective.
Oh, I hate this.
Who dared try and push Dan?
You know that?
Do I have a good outfit for this? I don't even know.
I
Who
dare
dare?
and try to push Dan.
Thomas, you do it. You're already dead. You got nothing to lose. That was without words. We agreed.
Look, I'm moving my
I
camera
mean,
around.
it's supposed to be when you get both knuckles on the floor, but
It's kind of hard to do.
Oh.
Steven got me.
Which one is the one where I bow? Apologetic?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll link that video in the description of this one because honestly, those videos are some of the most fun you can ever have on YouTube. They're really good. Especially if you're into Animal Crossing. And with that, there's not really much else I can show of my island. As I said, I haven't really done much with it in a while, and while I did used to play daily for about a year after I got the game, that has slowly decreased thanks to my lack of free time now, thanks to my job, and, well, just kind of burnout in the game. I do want to try and pick this game up again at some point, especially with the DLC now thing, and the new update that added a lot more stuff. Speaking of which, I need to play more of that DLC, oh my god. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and tell me what you think of Agniritha down in the comments below. It'd be really cool to see how you guys think of my island. I might do more Animal Crossing on stream, maybe, so if you want to see more of that, go follow me on Twitch at DecodeBen. And, yeah. That's basically the gist of it. We're currently playing Shadow of the Colossus, and I do hope that you guys stick around for some stuff. There's something coming next year, I'll tell you that now. It'll be fun. And with that, I think that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you soon for maybe some more Animal Crossing, or just perhaps some other games along the way. But bye now.